Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Buccaneers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. Kramer. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in the Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. The slot man in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. A first down carry for Henry. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Fournette, a first down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Kramer. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Kramer.
And he'll find Pittman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14 to 7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14 to 7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Diggs going in motion right. They keep it with Henry on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running from the gun with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because are headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off-play action. Kramer. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Kramer. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Second down, they go again with Henry. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
But, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Off play action. Kramer. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Kramer airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 48 yards. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out. Try to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Diggs going in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On second down, here's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Diggs going in motion right. On third down, Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The slot man in motion right. Allen going to go on fourth down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Complete. It's Henry. Powers through it. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be
And that's caught inside the 35. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Off the play fake. Kramer. That is caught. Michael. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Kramer escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Kramer. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Evans has it left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Kramer, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tanner Conner from 8 yards out, and the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Inside handoff, Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here. And
that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves, they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. And these Bills make the 9.